Hello and welcome back to Save Ourselves, or if you're new here, then hi, I am Aparna. So, October is upon us, and now it's time to set up my bullet journal for the month. Thank you for joining me in the process. So, the theme I chose for October revolves around yellow and orange colors because those are the hues you see around in nature as trees start to shed their leaves and you can feel the October heat coming in. So I feel like these are the two colors of the month, and that's why I chose them for this month's theme. The first spread that I have here is an October cover page with a monthly goals section. The font I've chosen is a very clean typewriter kind of font which does not involve any hand lettering or cursive calligraphy types of lettering, so it's a very clean and simple font to recreate. On the first half of the page, I've just written out the word October with some bits of washi tape and markers. And then beneath that is the monthly goals section, which is pretty small so that I can prioritize on the goals that I actually want to focus on and not make a big list that I don't end up doing. And alongside that, I have a spread that includes a monthly bucket list. So in case you missed my self-care for September video, I had made a self-care checklist for the month of September, and it included all the things that I could do for myself last month, and that proved out to be pretty effective. So I wanted to carry that forward in this month as well. And this is not necessarily a self-care checklist, but is more of a list of all the things that I want to do in this month. And this just keeps things more adventurous and exciting and gives me opportunities to make my days more memorable. You can try this for yourself as well. I think it's a great tool to bring some adventure into your life and not let your everyday life get monotonous. Moving on to the next spread, which is highlight of the day. So this is very similar to a gratitude log, but this lets me summarize my day into its peak moments and lets me record them as what the highlight of the day was. So of course this can also contain the things I have been grateful for if they made my day. Basically the intention is to find something good in every single day, and that's the quote I've written at the bottom of the spread. And I like including such kind of spreads into my bullet journal because I get to be a little more mindful about being positive and just being grateful for everything that I have in life. Let's move on to my favorite spreads of the month, which are the habit and health tracker. So initially I had decided to cut down on the amount of habits that I'm tracking, but in the end when I made the list, it still turned out to be about 9 habits that I really want to track. If you want to know about all the habits that I'm going to track for this month, feel free to check out the blog post that I've linked in the description below, because that covers this whole setup in much more depth, and you'll find some tips and tricks that I've not included in this video in the blog post, so do check that out. And alongside my habit tracker, I of course have my health tracker, and there are about 3-4 aspects of my health that I try to track as well. And I'm bringing back the remarks column where I can jot down any sort of reminders or notes that I need to just put down for that day so that I can refer back to those later if I feel the need. Again, if you want to know about how they've impacted my lifestyle positively, feel free to check out the blog post. Now let's move on to the next spreads. The spread that I have on the left side is music for the month. So for September, I tried to listen to one new song every day, and that was great. But I feel like doing that every month will be a little too much. So this month I want to focus on the artists that I already know and like and rediscover them. So rediscovering is basically just dedicating one day to each artist and just listening to their songs and discovering some of the songs that I haven't yet come across. So this is what I want to do in terms of music for this month. So feel free to check out all of these 31 artists that I've listed down, and if you have anyone who you really like, leave those in the comments below so that I can check those out. The next spread that I have is for journal prompts. I don't journal every single day, but I'm pretty consistent with it, and I find it to be very useful for my personal lifestyle. It's a great way for me to take care of myself. So I just wanted to make that process a little more interesting and dig a little deeper by giving myself some prompts. If you too are into journaling, then please feel free to use these prompts. I'll leave a few more in the blog post, and I haven't really filled out this entire spread yet, but these are all the ones that have come up for now, and I'll keep filling them up till I get about 31 prompts for 31 days of October. So yeah, these are all the spreads that I have for my October bullet journal setup, and I haven't included a weekly spread here because I plan to do those either on Instagram live or just do them by myself. But no matter what I do, I'll surely post a photo on my Instagram stories. So if you want to keep up with my bullet journal, then feel free to follow me there. All the things that I mentioned in this video will be available in the description below, so feel free to check that out. And if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for similar content. If you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified every time I post. So if you like my channel, please do that. And I wish you all the best for your October. I hope you have a great month. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.